What is going on? We've been killing it lately. I hope you watched yesterday's video, Monday night game. We hit James Cook under rushing plus receiving. We hit Bijan anytime touchdown. So let's get after it. What I want to do today, and please like and subscribe. And I am going to make a video about tonight's baseball game later. But what I want to do, it's Tuesday, exciting time of the week. We get to sort of digest what happened in the NFL this week and look at week 7, see what's going on, see what we're going to be looking at. We don't necessarily need to lock anything in on Tuesday. I know a lot of sharps like to do that. They like to get closing line value. I'm not so interested in that. I think you can wait until, day of the game. I'm not so interested in that. I think that you can drive yourself crazy if you get plus 5.5 and then the line moves to plus 6. I don't think that comes into play as much as people think. So first, let's take a look. Let's look at the standings here on covers.com. I like the sortable standings. Let's see. So we got Baltimore, Miami, 5 overs, only 1 under. That's interesting. Denver, 1 over, 5 unders. So we'll see if that comes into play at all. Who's killing it? ATS. Wow. We got a lot of 4-2 teams ATS. That isn't super duper valuable. If somebody was 6-0, that would be more interesting. Conversely, Baltimore is the worst team against the spread so far. Of course, I did recommend them the other day against the Rams. They didn't get it done, but they will be covering spreads soon. That I can assure you. We got Thursday night, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. Here's an interesting thing regarding that. Look at the new DVOA rankings. You can see Cincinnati's actually the worst team in DVOA. They were last week too. They covered the spread against Green Bay. I think I'm going to be recommending them again on Thursday night against Pittsburgh. And Seattle's actually back to number 1 in DVOA, and they play Monday night. So kind of bookending in that way as well. Let's take a look at that game. So Monday night, obviously this is still 6 days away. We got Houston going to Seattle. And I don't see any reason why we won't be recommending Houston in this game. They've been kind of an underachiever. Seattle obviously has been a bit of an overachiever. And I wouldn't be surprised if Houston went in there and won the game outright. Rams, Jags. Let's take a look at this one. Both are 4-2 against the spread. Rams 7-3 against the spread over their last 10. Jags 6-4. Both 5-5 over their last 10. So nothing really going on there. We got Eagles traveling to Minnesota. Eagles obviously come back off a very disappointing Thursday night loss to the Giants. Still 6-4 against the spread and 6-4 to the over in their last 10. And Minnesota's the same, so probably not going to be doing too much there. Let's see. Dolphins, Browns. This is a nice game. So, Dolphins 5-5 against the spread in their last 10. Cleveland 2-8. And you can see Cleveland 2-5 in their last 7 against the spread. Miami's 3-4 in their last 7. It's going to be a strong lean to Cleveland for sure here, just because they've been so terrible against the spread. And I know I saw that you can see here in all these last 10 games, they haven't gone over 17 points. I think that streak goes even further, so we may be looking at Cleveland over their team total. Wouldn't it be just like Miami to go up there and give up like 30 to Cleveland, be that slump buster for Cleveland? Chiefs laying a big number, hosting the Raiders on Sunday. It's a big number for a division game, 13 points. Chiefs obviously coming off a monster win on Sunday Night Football against the Lions. Their against the spread record in the last 10 isn't anything special. Raiders got going against Tennessee last week. I think that probably, that's funny, it said 13 on the other page, and this one says 11.5. I think once you get in double-digit spreads in division games, you're usually going to be happy taking the points there. We got Saints going up to the Bears. Bears coming off a huge win last night. Saints dropped one at home to the Patriots. See, Saints 4-6 in their last 10. Bears 5-5. Bears 5-2 in their last 7 against the spread. Saints 3-4. It's definitely Saints or nothing on this one. Not super excited to grab them there. Here's one. Here's one we're going to have to bet right now. I mean, not right now, but we'll bet it definitely on Sunday. You got Patriots coming off a couple of nice wins. Coming off 3 straight, actually, going down to Tennessee to take on Vrabel's old team, the Titans. Just fired their coach. So the Pats are 6-4 against the spread in their last 10. Tennessee only 2-8. Also, Tennessee 2-5 in their last 7. Pats are 5-2 in their last 7 against the spread. Both of those are triggers to bet the Titans. And, it'd be nice to get 7 for sure there. But whatever it is, right before game time, cover that spread. Let's see, Carolina at the Jets. Jets are in rough shape. So first off, you got a team that's 0-6. We're looking to bet that team. Any team that, when I wish we had last week against Denver, obviously they covered easily, even though they looked horrible. Any team that's 0-6, 0-7, 0-8, they have a pretty good against the spread record historically. Carolina 8-2 to the over, including 3 straight overs. But I know, and actually the Jets have been an over team too until last week. Definitely going to be tipping a glance to the under in this game. That's probably going to be an inflated total, in addition to probably going to be laying points with the 0-6 Jets at home, which is gross. Also, if it is like 1.5, teasing Carolina could be a not bad idea, even though now DraftKings, I think it's minus 135 on a teaser, which kind of makes it unsustainable. So you don't have to rush to tease anything these days. We got Colts at Chargers. So let's see. Colts obviously have been hot, dropped their last game against the spread despite winning. They've been putting up big points too, 31, 40, 20, 41, 29, 33 just this season. So we may be thinking, is Harbaugh going to keep their point total down a little bit? Wouldn't surprise me. Colts are actually favored in this game. That seems ridiculous to me, actually. Let's see, because the Chargers are coming off 3 losses and a push against the spread. And definitely going to be leaning Chargers. Definitely looking maybe Colts under their team total in that one. Giants, Denver. What are we looking at here? Giants obviously coming off a monster win. Dart, Scattaboo. Denver coming off a sort of disappointing win, but winners of 3 straight regardless. Only 3-6 against the spread in their last 10 there. But Denver's only 4-6. Denver coming in with 4 straight unders. Giants have gone under the total 3 of their last 4. Definitely, and Denver's the number 1 under team so far. So we're looking probably on this one over the total or nothing for that one. Green Bay traveling to Arizona. People haven't been talking about Green Bay too much, but they've quietly sort of taken care of business here. I know they had that disappointing loss in Cleveland. I guess that tie was disappointing, but they got the job done last week against the Bengals, but 3 straight against the spread losses, 2-5 against the spread in their last 7. Cardinals are 3-4 or 4-3 against the spread in their last 7, 6-4 overall. Packers are 4-6. It's probably Packers or nothing here. Not too enthused to bet it though. Commanders, Cowboys. Washington disappointingly let that game slip away last night. Cowboys let one slip away at the Panthers. 2 teams at a crossroads. I'm not seeing too much value on this one. Probably just hang back and enjoy. You know what is interesting? That's a high total, that 54.5 total. Let's see. What are people picking in that total? 60% over the total. Probably looking to go under that, actually. That's what we're looking at there. I'm surprised that total is so high. Falcons, Niners. That's a nice game. I know people are burying the Niners, but they are 4-2. Falcons coming off a very impressive win last night. Huge win. Niners coming off a disappointing loss. 3-7 against the spread, 4-5 against the spread in their last 10. Not seeing too much there. One interesting thing is Atlanta is the number 1 defense in the league by yards per game, which you might not think, but they are. Definitely, I would say Niners or nothing on this one. Tampa, Detroit. Whew, that's a nice game. That's a nice game. And this is, we got 2 Monday Nighters again next week too. That's fun. I say the more that I can watch on TV, the better. Tampa coming off a huge win. Detroit coming off a big loss. Detroit 7-3 against the spread in their last 10. Tampa 5-5. Probably not too much value there, just as far as side or total. Actually, that one's a big over 50 total too. I would say lean over the total on this one. We'll check back on that. We already talked definitely Houston or nothing there. One other thing we should look at, speaking of that Monday night game, so sort these quarterbacks by yards passed for. One interesting thing, you can see everyone has multiple interceptions all the way down to the top 15 guys in yards, except for Baker Mayfield. So we'll definitely be looking to take him to throw an interception on Monday night for sure. How about Tua? 7 interceptions, and he has less yards than Rattler, who only has 1. Definitely looking at Rattler to throw an interception as well. And then we want to take a look real quick, the scrimmage stats, Bijan, after his huge night, is actually number 1 in scrimmage yards. Still only has 3 touchdowns. Definitely looking to be taking him to score. Breece Hall to finally get off the schneid against Carolina. I think that's going to be a good bet. Anyone else stick out? And then, of course, these are good guys to play in DraftKings, too. Oh, Justin Jefferson to finally score his second touchdown, too, is probably a nice one to look at. Awesome. Well, like I said, I'll be back with another one for baseball. But, yeah, that's looking forward ahead to Week 7. Again, like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon.